Hello and welcome to another PA Matches cast. I'm Brian Perkis, and today we've got a 1v1 between Marncore and Mott 9001. Both are skilled Planetary Annihilation players, so I know this is going to be a fantastic match. Both players have spawned on almost direct opposite sides of the planet. Marncore here's got a decent spawn. There's not too many metal. There's all right amount of metal spots nearby. Mott doesn't have nearly as many metal spots nearby, so Marncore definitely has the spawn advantage. Both players are going for bots. Mott's got a bunch of docks coming out first, while Marncore is going for fabricators. This over here on the North Pole, of course, this right over here, this is what appears to be pretty much the best metal clump in the on the planet. So this right here is going to be a critical area of fighting over. It is quite likely that whoever gains control of all these metal spots will win the match, or at least have a very good chance at winning the match. Marncore's got an early radar up, so he's able to spot this incoming docks and clump up his docks to go for an easy kill. And kaboom! Wow, they didn't even take any damage. So this is one of the many reasons why an early radar is so important. Mott doesn't have one. Wow, Mott hasn't built a there we go. No, he has built one fabricator. Looks like he's going for the single fabricator build, while Marncore has several fabricators running around expanding. Marncore has a larger economy, but Mott has more units. Mott here has radar coverage, so he's able to see the incoming bots, and he's working on clumping up his bots to deal with the incoming attack, while Mott only knows that Marncore is somewhere-ish in this direction. And we're gonna get a unit clash. Fairly even exchange, and then that single barrel laser defense tower kind of finishes it off. Got a little bit of micro as the units are dancing around, trying to dodge their opponent's shots and get in a kill shot of their own. Wow, that is quite the micro, and Marncore finally wins out. And see, this is one of the downsides of going for such an aggressive attack. Ooh, Mott actually lost his expanding fabricator. That was a very, very big win for Marncore. So Mott has got another fabricator that's running around and expanding. While Mott does have more bots, Marncore has a decently larger economy, and Mott is hurting for his economy. Both players have an equal number of factories, but Mott's economy is struggling. Oh, dipping down for Marncore's energy. Ooh, and Marncore stepping up to vehicles, which take care of destroy bots with ease. So the scales are slowly tipping in Marncore's favor. Even though Mott has more units, Marncore has those vehicles, which are much more effective than bots. Got another unit clash over here, and I'd say Marncore definitely came out on top of that exchange. It was close, but Marncore probably came out on top. He had less units, but he destroyed a decent amount. And see, look at this. This is why that basic radar is so valuable. Marncore saw those units pass on by, so he's got units moving around to chase him. And see, Mott has 110. He's got 40 more units than Marncore does, but it's only bots. And if we take a look at the total economy, Mott is hurting for economy, and Marncore is got a much larger economy. Although Mott does have an extra factory, but still, bots versus vehicles. Players they're gonna Mott's gonna have to get in some really good rating in order to be able to turn this around. And very nice. Oh no! Those bots running, those fabrication bots running away is pointless. They should have stayed. Oh, they got lucky and ran away, but they should have stayed and finished reclaiming that fabrication bot. Oh well. I have perfect vision, so Mott is going for bombers. Those bumblebees are fairly effective at taking out docks until docks get into critical mass. Let's take a total unit counts. Mott is climbing further and further away, but now Marncorp has one more factory than Mott. Ooh, wow, but Marncorp is hurting for the total hit for his economy. He lost two metal just looks like two metal extractors, so it's still fairly close. And Mott's economy is now climbing ahead of Marncorp. And Marncorp's overall efficiency is dropping as Mott is getting in some very nice raids. Yeah, it's not looking too good for Marncorp at this point. Bit of a bot clash, and Mott is definitely coming out on top of this engagement. Ooh, wow, that was a fantastic bombing run. Took out several tanks. And this is, I don't know, this has been, I'd say this engagement has gone in Mott's favor. Those bots are very cheap, and he took out a bunch of tanks. A lot of units over here. And if you know your opponent is going for air, yeah, those bots, once they get into critical mass, can do a lot of damage to aircraft. But once you know your opponent, once you know your opponent has gone air, is generally you want to start mixing in spinners in with your army. It's also a good idea to mix in a few infernos to soak up damage. Idle vehicles, which is never a good thing. These vehicles need to be moving back and kiting away from those bots to use their range to their advantage. Those bots have gotten in close, and I'd say the bots came out on top of that engagement. But he did get in several nice metal extractor kills. Nice use of Commander building a proxy base of a bunch of vehicles close to Marncorp's base. A little risky, but not too bad. Having proxy bases and sending fabricators towards the enemy to build up a bunch of factories, especially vehicle factories, is a very good strategy, and it's one of my favorites. I use it in every game that I play. Having vehicle factories close to your opponent means you can have much faster follow-up attacks. Ooh, oh wow, that was quite the bombing run. Those bots could have done a lot of damage, taken out all these metal extractors, but now they're going to go a lot slower because of that bombing run. Bots are moving in on these clumps of vehicles. It's a bit even exchanges. Looking at the economies, Marncorp. Wow, Marncorp's economy is really hurting, but he doesn't have negative energy, so that's helping him out. This has been wow, this has been quite the match so far. Lots of raiding and lots of attacking on all sides, and very back and forth. No one player has gotten a solid advantage yet. Let's take a look at the total unit count. Both players are even in factories and total unit count. No, Marncorp is starting to get a little bit of an advantage now. And let's take a look at the economy once again. It's bouncing around for both players, but Mott is starting to get the advantage. Although Mott doesn't have any fabricators expanding, nor does Marncorp, but all of these units are now moving in towards Mott's commander. And now they're pulling back to clump up, but depending on how Mott micros his commander and these units could take out that commander. Looks like he's using the commander as bait now, trying to goad in enemy units to attack. This is going to be a very interesting confrontation. Those he's putting in some real nice work, doing a lot of damage on that commander. Mott needs to bring his vehicle. Oh yeah, he needs to build a wall or bring his vehicles in front of the commander to help keep it alive. That was this is some pretty risky moves on Mott's part. It's very much a high risk, high reward. Take a look at the other side of the planet. Oh, Marncor's got some raiding bots running around. He'll be able to get in some wins. Yeah, Mott is dangling that commander out, trying to bait in some attacks and then use those walls. This is a very delicate situation, and Marncor's bringing in his commander as well. Mott needs to be very, very careful. Well, both players need to be very careful to not overextend themselves and get their commander overextended. Lose that commander, lose the game. Man, this is fairly intense. Zoom out. Mott definitely has the advantage with the total unit count. Mott needs to give his units a move command to try and move around these walls as both commanders' health is dipping down lower and lower. This is going to be a photo finish, and Mott pulls off a win. Mutual destruction, but technically Planetary Annihilation considers that a win for Mott, since Mott's commander died a split second after Marncore. That was fantastic. Well played by both players. That was a community submitted match from Marncore. Thank you very much for sending that one in, Marncore. That was fantastic, even though you lost. I consider that a draw. Planetary Annihilation considers that a loss. Well, like I said, well played by both players. If you have a match that you think other people would enjoy watching, let me know. Head on over to pamatches.com/submit. Don't forget to drop a comment. Let me know what you think, and a like and a subscribe. And I'll see you next time.